letting go of Paris. You know I held on too much.
Hello guys and welcome to yet another episode of In Hindsight. It's gonna be the second one against Eanix, and kinda sadly I didn't realize that the game is getting patched tomorrow. I actually did record this episode once but it got lost, so that's kinda meh. But yeah, so I have to record a lot tonight to make sure I get all the episodes in. So if I get to sound a bit tired towards the last of game 2, towards puppies, that might be why. But let's get into this game. In this game we are playing Eanix. We lost the first game. We're playing Sobek and Cern against Rama Kepri. It's very unlikely that we're gonna outpush Rama Kepri. Rama Kepri is probably the best clear in the game when it comes to that dual lane at level 1. They can simply just insta-clear the wave without you being able to do anything. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start at the red buff, and then after that we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and try and steal the purple. That's the whole plan of getting Hog, because then I should not be able to make it here in time to steal the red buff. So yeah, so we're just gonna kinda stand here, try and poke them out to get them away from our wave. They don't really go away though. So we're just gonna fall back, do a buff here, see what can we do about this. And we're just gonna start it up. As you can see, they go for my purple here. So they didn't know, they don't know I have Hog yet, because I didn't show myself, which was really important. So right here I should have insta picked up the buff. I kinda tried to, but don't really get to do it in time. So just stay around here. They know I have Hog, so they know that I will get this buff no matter what. So Nate gets out right there after doing the wave, and we're just gonna go ahead and try and get the purple buff now. So it worked out okay for us, because we are not gonna go ahead and lose any of our buffs. The bad thing is now we have a Hawk and I'm level 1 right here, so I should be so punished what I do right here. I should not have walked that way. I'm level 1 right there, definitely should have died. For my start, I went Watcher's Gift, Loner's Mask, and 3 health potions, 1 multi-potion. As you can see, I'm on my last health pot already. I took so much poke. That's kinda bad as well. Right here I'm kinda holding my 1 and my 2. I'm not sure if I just want the better clear yet, or I want the... Oh yeah, I want the pluck. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 2 though, not even using it for clear. Then I'm gonna look for pluck here, knowing that they're really far up. But instead of actually going for that, we're just gonna go ahead and try and get the oracles here. So we know Sol's here, it gets pinged out. So they kinda decide not to go for it anyway. That's actually okay. So they got purple and red buff and 2 sides of purple. We got oracles, red buff, purple for the investment of a Hawk, and I lost a full wave, although Cern, Nate got a full wave as well. So we got our first bottom mid, which is super nice. Shout out for that. Yay. Right now we're just kinda chilling. Our objective this game, as Sobek, you mainly wanna try and peel for your backline. If you can find a pluck, that's really good. I should try and pluck the Kepri in this game, the Sol if I can. Maybe the Ram as well, although the Ram is gonna be really hard to pluck. Besides that, I should just try and keep the tier, especially tier and Suket off my backline. Sobek has great peel. He can pluck people away, he can cause so much disruption with his tail whip. He has an ult that's super good for like dividing the enemy or whatever you can say. So a lot of pings going out. We're gonna try and contest the Oreo. No, not the Oreos. The fire imps on the other side of the map. Nothing too crazy happening. So I do want to make a point now. From this day, I know I've been saying this a lot now, but there should be daily uploads now. Because now I basically pretty much done with my first year of school. Second year starts in like 2 months, a bit more. So we should have a lot of content, constant content for the next long time. Gonna have this series. Hopefully we're gonna finally finish overview. Some more in Hindsight ranked edition, then just some regular gameplay as well. I think I'm gonna do that. Maybe another O10 Dream. On my Smurf. That would be kinda hype to see how that went as well. Let's try even crazier supports. Also figured I could do some off-rolling. But yeah, here you guys see me, I'm going around here. I don't know that they're all there, so I get Sundered, I get Suket ulted, I get Sol ulted, I get Rama sniped. The only ult I didn't use was Kepin, because the Sunder's there just Instant, I probably would have died if he wouldn't have Thunder, to be fair. It definitely did help deal so much damage. Especially, you can see me, how I'm in that immunity. So that kinda sucks. So yeah, here I back. I actually did back already, but I back again. I get my boots too. Really sucks that I can't get full boots right here. Lono's mask for me is on 37 stacks, for Big Man thinks it's on 49 stacks, but yeah. See, you can probably hear Kipper here doing the mid camp. Should probably go and contest the mid camps right here. So yeah, that's that. Especially because we have a Hawk. Should definitely look for anything here at all. Get a ward up, and then rotate right here as we see that there could be a possible fight in right lane. We're gonna go super ham, but it's here not really achieving anything though. Get some good poke off, and I'm just gonna fall back. I see that despawn, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this, and this should be really free. Really nice, really lucky actually, kinda that we went past that. I don't know if we had the timer. I think we might have had the timer, not too sure. Oh well. So we're just kinda chilling right now. Kinda really just chilling. We see oracles are spawning, they're gonna go ahead and get those. Kinda meh, kinda sucks. Oh shit. Come on now. How can I remember the hotkeys? There we go. Yeah, they got the oracles. Nothing too much there to be excited for. So we're gonna go ahead and clear the mid wave. That was really bad because I did not get my Lono stacks at all. That was a really big mistake. Besides me getting caught before was pretty stupid as well. But yeah, that was just dumb. I missed my Lono stacks, and it's actually kinda gonna fuck me over a lot in a bit. So yeah, 54 Lono stacks. So what's gonna happen in a small while is that I'm gonna pretty much just lose my Lono stack. It's gonna be rough because I'm gonna miss a wave. It's in a bit though, but I'm gonna miss a wave, which means I won't get my fully proc Lono's mask, which leads to me making a tilt play and kinda suiciding. Me having boots 0 right here is kinda boots 2, which is pretty useless, doesn't really do a lot here. I can't really back either because the gold free pressure is so high. We don't really have 2 good wards, so I kinda have 2 wards on the map right now. One thing I'm gonna try and do for this season as well is kinda speed the things up while nothing is happening. So you see right here, nothing's happening. We're just gonna push up mid. So that they could have done a gold free, they do go award those, so pretty safe on that. Get the neutral farm there, and then go back into mid. As you can see, he got his Lono's mask there, he wants to back probably. Gonna take his D ward down. Yeah, Capri's gonna back. And as you guys can see, I'm like 5 stacks of having full Lonos right here, so I pretty much just need 1 wave. I'm checking gold, making sure they're not on it. We don't know he didn't back. So I'm gonna go mid here, saying, yo guys, I need my Lono stack. And then rip. And then we're gonna look for an engagement right here. Sadly, we can't really find it. Missed the tail. Or the, what is that ability called? Oh, missed the Nash ult again, which is super unfortunate. We do get tons of poke there. Actually bait out the Thunder as well, which is really, really good for us. That's good. Really glad we baited that out. So right here, they try and go on me right here. I do ult for it, and they actually end up investing Rama ult into it. So that's actually a really, really good trade for us. Getting Rama's ult there, just for me getting slightly. I wouldn't say that was getting caught. I was just to say that's them going on me. I'm gonna look for a pull here, knowing that Rama has no ult. We don't have an Ashe ult, but I miss my pull. I get blown up by the Sol, causing disruption. That's not really the best, and the team is losing the fight as well. So they can't really do the Gold Fury. I think. Sadly, we didn't get any of the Orioles there as well. So that's really unfortunate. I didn't even get Lonos. I'm gonna get reinforced Market of Vanguard. I'm just realizing I need to get as tanky as possible right now, just to make sure I don't die too much. But coming back to the point, I want to make the videos a bit shorter. I felt like I've gotten over most of the points, and I don't just want to keep going over it about playing support, about how I'm constantly talking about back timings. This right here was a really poor back timing, because my Lonos was almost finished, although it wasn't a back, it was more of a death. Right, so yeah. Right now we just want to make sure that they don't really do Gold Fury again here. See, the ward is here, and I'm probably thinking this is a bait, so I'm actually gonna place a ward in the mid camp. And as you can see, they have superior ward control right now, even though we're slightly ahead in gold. So we're gonna go ahead and take that. Are we actually ahead in gold? Yeah, we are somehow. I don't know. Guess Maniac had a big lead. Yeah, he does, kinda.
Your future looks bleak.
Yeah, Captain Twig is far ahead as well. So, right now I'm just right this time around I'm gonna be way more aware though, just kinda going full chill, and they get a really good D-ward taking away 2 of our wards, so that's super bad. But I just have all that they need in this world. So again, they're gonna bait the Gold Fury. I see Cat this time, like, nope. And then they're actually gonna burst the Gold Fury, which is super shitty for us, because they're gonna get it. We do pick up the Sol there. Kerry does not ult him. I guess she did not expect the burst damage that came out there. We're just gonna go back here, steal away a cam, and it's not the best for Eanix. Because they kinda do lose a lot of farm here. I think we're gonna go ahead and steal the speed. Now we're just gonna get the mid tower. The speed buff is up. Sadly we don't recognize this. Maybe we could have gotten the speed buff as well, but it actually, it's like, sorry. It actually ends up being a really good trade out for us regardless there. It would have been super sick if I could have gotten into Gold Fury. I think I did make the right decision. They're kinda backing off though. It made room for Nate to go in. Also, it made sure that they didn't just turn on me with the Sunder, Secret Ult into Capri Talk, and I would have just died. There's nothing I can really do against that. So I'm gonna back here. This game around I'm actually gonna go Sovereignty. I used to talk about so much about how Phoebes is always better or what it is, but I honestly think Soph is kinda super strong right now. Phoebes as well, but I think the main reason is, or my thought process here was that I want to get as tanky as possible right now. And if I go for Gauntlet of Thieves right here, as there is a fight, Rama gets fairly low, just survives. I could have maybe gone for the pull there. Rama has rolled though, so I'm not gonna make it. But right here we're gonna look for a pick. Capri is horribly out of position, so I'm just gonna ult here, stay in front of the Capri, he's gonna die. Sol, pluck the Sol. It's a thing you can actually do, kinda pluck her before her minions comes, and she's always gonna die. And Tia goes ham. Unfortunately, we missed the Nasha ult. Really good ult there by Nate, means that we're gonna be able to pick up the tier. Good CC chain, and we get them. What I'm saying is that if I get Gauntlet of Thieves 2, I'm at 250 health, where he have 200 health and protection. So this means I get really tanky for now. When I get Thieves would have been better, but then again, I just want to be tanky, like right now. That's all I want. So I'm just gonna use the blue right here. I'm probably gonna stay around for Sovereignty, just make sure I get that. So that's the story. See me here. I wanna get around 700 gold. Maybe I should have waited there, because I can't get any wards now. And as you saw already, wards are kinda lacking this game, so Sol is actually super far from mid, but we just managed to get a D-ward down there. Try this to Captain Twig. We're kinda waiting out for the speed buff, so this time I'm gonna get my wards. And you can kinda do this for free because the portal is up, so it's actually okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and D-ward here, and actually have 2 D-wards. It ends up being super valuable for me to D-ward here. This is like super rough for them, because they just invested 240 gold into that, and now I only invested 20 gold into my thing. So we have full ward vision, full pressure on the speed right now. That's pretty much just what we're gonna look for. Just pinging where the wards are, all the pings from them as well. Not a lot happening right now. We're just kind of stallmating after the speed spawns. I'm kind of alone right here, which made me really worried. Pretty scary to be in that situation as a support when Sunder was in the game. Pretty okay with this being away now, but Sol gets super caught out in mid. Same goes for Capri. Sadly we killed the Capri too early, and instead of going greedy for the Capri here, I'm gonna go straight back to my back line and help them, or help healing. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Sol Capri here. I know Tier's gonna come in now, so I'm gonna look for the pluck to get him off them. And we all managed to survive because of that. And now we should just kinda go for the buffs. You see the pings coming out, I'm like, oh, yeah. They got those buffs. I know Azra actually can't really go for the buffs. We need the neutral farm as well. So this is one thing. Now we could have overstayed here and gotten for a tower, but that meant they would have gotten all the buff. It meant that they could have gotten a counter pushed. So you just need to know when I wanna force something what can they force when we back off? So if we would have pushed a mid tier 2 there, that would have A, been really risky because we were so low already. We could have probably gotten it, but that meant they would have gotten all their buffs, which we instead took away. It meant they would have gotten a possibly tier 1 and a better position around Gold Fury. And I think this is just the right call to make. Basically just starving out the enemy as hard as possible. After getting stuff here, I'm gonna go ahead and get Gauntlet of Thieves 1 and get a ward. It's just what I can afford. I want to make a point about Margaret Vanguard. Now it did get nerfed. Still super good against Kepri, still super good against Bluestone. That's the main reason we're buying it this game. There's 2 Bluestones in the game. There's the Kepri 2 where you mitigate like 40 damage. Just 40 damage of one ability is super strong. And if that means I'm gonna stay alive, it's kinda good. The item in stats wise is not really bad for its cost. The bad thing here about the pack is that I'm not actually gonna get my level 12 relic, so I just have a Hawk right now, which is honestly really weak. Whereas if I would have had a Thunder or something else, it would have been way better. I'm just gonna ward up here. Sadly, I don't actually get that ward. It's kind of the bad thing about the ward you place there. You don't always get it, so we're just baiting around Gold 3 right now. They do see us starting this though, because they have that perfectly placed ward. Then again, we're gonna start up the gold again. They know this time again. I think we're just gonna get it before they can do anything right here. Actually, no mind. So I call I could secure that gold, but that's the best I can. By the way, rest in peace. I called I could have gone for that gold fury, as we super hard chase down Kepri and he's gonna die. I will get to speak one day. Kepri dies, so that was a pretty good bait. Not a good bait, but at least we got something off of it. And now we're looking at, okay, what can we get off of this? What can we achieve here? We know Portal Demon spawning, so we're just rushing straight to Portal. Like, okay, Portal Demon's coming up, we lost gold, it's not the biggest issue, but we're like, hey, let's bait Fire Giant. So we're just gonna go ahead and bait FD here. I could have should have probably gone for plug on tier, although we had ult. So I'm just kind of zoning the tier away from my backline right here. Sol is gonna end up dropping down, popping H, is kind of unnecessary. So now we can get the real objective which we wanted, which is kind of the Portal Demon. As I again disrupt that, that's just what you want to do. I wasn't looking to hit the plug, I was looking to get my tail whip off on as many people as possible. So we get the Portal Demon. Look for the speed buff here. Sadly, I don't think we're gonna get this. I'm actually gonna go up and get it. So we're just gonna dash out. Sadly, Trick has to waste his speeds there. Maybe he didn't need to, but it's just a safe play. So we lost the gold fury. That was because we got the cat taunted. We should have secured that. Maybe we should have ulted. You could have argued and then came off of the ult and then just secured the gold fury. Probably would have been the better play to make there. So then we got gold fury and the better fight. We do manage to bait out FG perfectly fine and get the portal, which is kind of what we looked for in the first place. So you can probably see that XP difference kind of is the same after that gold feed. Definitely would have been a lot better for us if they wouldn't have gotten it. But now we're kind of curious here, like what can we find here? Just gonna go back here, push out mid, and I think Big Man thinks it's actually gonna get caught now, if I remember correctly. Poor Big Man. Prime is nah, it's not yet. But we're just warding up right here. We're gonna siege mid. We know we have a super hard lead. We know we can kinda force it. So I'm just gonna play super far up in their face, tail whipping there, kinda thinking that the Kepri would pull me. But now we got a ton of tower poke on this tower right here. So Cat misses a taunt. You see how I'm playing this? I'm pulling people to my backline. I know the people I'm pulling to my backline don't have cooldowns. I'm constantly in the room between my front line and my back line. Now I'm kind of frontlining, but what this me do is I'm kind of a buffer. I'm in where I can pull, kind of get a pull towards their middle line, I guess you can say, but I'm also in a position where I can peel if the tier or the second goes, and that's just how I want to position myself. You see how I was like ulting behind the below node there, just making sure making sure no one is blinking past the below node to counter initiate on us. I could disrupt them if that happened. So that's just how you want to position. You saw me initiating kinda, not I actually really didn't initiate, but I re-initiated the fight by pulling this cat into my team. I only pulled her into my team because I knew this guy has no taunt, he has no ult, he's absolutely of no threat to my backline. They can completely dumpster him if they want. We don't get anything there. Actually, we do get a tower, I guess. That's actually super good for us. Wow. Build wise here, we finished our Gauntlet of Thebes pretty perfectly. We couldn't afford a ward. It's kind of a bad habit I'm getting into, not being able to afford wards. Nono's mask is messing up my build timings and my back timings as well. Oh well. We got Shell here for the second relic, I guess it's worth mentioning, just because they have a lot of AoE damage. Ramos, solos, again, it's the only thing that affects Socket ult is like the damage mitigation from Shell, so it's pretty good as well. Just generally Shell is super strong. So right here, Kepri gets super caught out of position, early ulted himself, but he's gonna die. Pull him back into the team. That's a dead Kepri. I think because we kill him right here, kinda give him a taunt, like, come on now. We're gonna go ahead and push right, we see that our minions are here. They're gonna have a super rough time defending this right now, cause damn, what can you do when you have so many people knocking down with ult? We only used the balloon ult there, which probably even wasn't necessary. I think the right call right here is probably just to go towards Gold Fury, even towards FG, try and bait it out. I think we're actually gonna end up getting FD here, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, we're gonna end up getting FD here. We're gonna see two of them on the ward going towards red buff. I think they're calling right now. Let's do gold. They're an FG. There's nothing we can do about it. FG is gonna be gone. So you see all of them rushing to gold. Now we know this is happening, and you can see Maniac is instantly running. Now I should have been here way faster as well. So we're gonna run over, get the FG. Sadly they get gold there, which is kind of a good play by them. It's really rough because they have to give up FG, but at least they get something out of it, so that was a good call by them. Now we are gonna go super hard here. We know that right now we're gonna have a better fight. Like, sure, we have a lot of gold, but so do they, so we are just tanking this tier 2 up. We don't give a shit. We're gonna play super far up in the face, and we're actually gonna force the issue really hard right here, and push up. Early round snipes right here. Get the shell off a trick before he ults someone. Just tanking the Phoenix right here, really important. Plug this a cat as she blinks right there, just making sure she can't really do too much in the fight. Then ult is a cat, and that should be it. That's a cat. Capri did not get his ult off, so that kinda sucks for him. So I think we're gonna go right here. We got the mid Phoenix as well. Sennheiser just doing so much damage to the Phoenix right there. Get this Phoenix as well. Nothing too much happening right here. So now we're just gonna go ahead and back out, get the portal. You might as well, then you get the shot up back. I'm gonna back here, and I'm gonna probably go ahead and get like a Spirit Rope or a Shogun's Kusari. I'm gonna choose to go for a Spirit Rope. Okay, so I can buy a full Spirit Rope here and get a Sentry Ward as well. So get the back time I'm talking about. Just leaving base with 0 gold is so efficient. I think if you have the choice between selling Watchers and Loners, you should always sell Loners, but in this case, if I sold Watchers, I would have exactly enough gold to get my Spirit Rope and get my D-Wards. That's just what I want to do. So we're gonna push up left here. That's kinda what we want. Slow team is always slow invading that speed buff. They're gonna give up the tier 1 for free. There's no way they can really fight this. So what I want to do in this fight that's gonna happen is I want to peel. I want to make sure that my team does not get initiated on. My front line is super strong right now. Nasha should definitely be able to get a pull. Our ult below there, Maniac can sustain himself. So I'm just kind of in between right here. Just, you see how I'm kind of close to nade. Good play there. And then this happens. Tier blinks in, I get the insta block I'm in. And that is gonna be a dead tier. Rest in peace. Nasha does get killed. Kepri ult from the Morrigan. I guess he tried to save Trick. Doesn't happen though, so we're just gonna push up the minions here. Kinda just looking if we can get a pull right here, see if we can kill someone. Now we know they have no way really to go on us. They don't have a... Actually they still have a Kepri ult. I lied. I lie a lot in this series. I'm gonna go for the Sol right here, and she's super dead almost. I did consider plucking the Sol right there, but instead I'm just gonna pluck the Kepri. And poor Things is just gonna think, oh well, I'm dead. And that sucks, and I think now we're gonna make the call to retreat. We should get out here. We're kinda saying, shall we? Nah, let's just get out and we're gonna go and run out again to split up the team. So even if they chase us, they have to make a decision who do we want to kill and chase. Again, seal away all the jungle. Just make sure they have no farm whatsoever they can get back to. And we're gonna start up the blue buff as well. You know, I want that blue buff. Maniacs knows it. I know it. Everyone knows it. That buff is my buff. So I'm gonna set my Lonus here. Just get some magic protection, I think. I'm a bit afraid of Sol. I don't really know why. I could not have finished a Shogun's Kusari there, which kind of was the big thing as well. That would have been super good as well. So we're just gonna do FG. They have no real way of contesting this. They're just too far behind. Get the speed buff, and we're just gonna push in mid. Same thing as last fight right here. I need to peel. I need to make sure that Tier does not go on my backline. That's my only goal this fight. If I can keep my backline alive, this should be an insane fight. So I actually kind of look at Trick here, and then I actually missed the Tier blinking past me completely. I do get a tail whip, and that's a dead Tier. Now I'm gonna look for a pull, get the Sol beats right there. I'm gonna decide to pop the Sol ult right there, which maybe would have not been the best idea, but it's okay. So kinda debating whether we end or not here. I should really just look for a pull. So Kid kinda goes ham, but we just end the game. So that's game over. That's a pretty good game. Did some sloppy mistakes. We died twice. One of the times we definitely shouldn't have died at all. Definitely not the second time either. So some poor mistakes, sadly, kind of led to us not winning this game as hard as we probably should have. But yeah, we had most wards. We should definitely have had more wards by a lot more, if that makes sense. But then again, that's why we won this game. We had the most wards. Nothing else really too spicy here. Yeah, the builds, for anyone that's like asking what did that guy build, just that's here. And again, thank you so much for watching this episode 2 of In Hindsight Summer Split Edition or whatever it is now. And this is why I didn't get Shogun's, sorry, because Maniac had one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, peace out.